said, some good players on this team. Chrissy herself normally a player to watch.
Chrissy pops off.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Very, very good.
Throws
player.
out, let's go!
Yes.
Like a Jacko G Freak, but better.
But better, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the true passion there.
Yeah, yeah.
She needs to hold a press conference as well.
Really?
Yeah, why not? I think she'd go well. In front of Jacko's warehouse.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, we're into game. This is game number
do it.
5, Josh. 5 of 6. And whatever Natasha and team have been doing today, it's been working.
That landing! Even the landing! How it stuck. And look, just pot shots out of the sky. That's how you do it.
Oh,
First
man.
elimination of the game by the looks of it. Natasha straight into it. Got Limax, Chrissy. They're all here, the whole party. Pushing out onto the roof. You know, early game.
Early game.
But
ground loot meta.
But
right
kills
here.
already, which is what we love to see.
Points on the board, Josh. That's what they want. The potential for them to be in almost insurmountable spot after this one. We'll come in with the revive.
So clutch as well. I feel like, you know, watching these guys, I do feel like I'm watching pro players, which would make a lot of sense.
We are kind of watching pro players.
Yeah, well, we
You know
kind of
what I
are, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know Natasha was pro. Now I do.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've had this discussion before many times, Ben. What's the definition of professional? I mean,
true.
She walks away with some prize money. And
Yeah.
she's,
And she's absolutely doming people. So,
looking at that sub count,
yeah.
make bank, so I'm going to assume that's a pro. He comes out loadout as well, which is
straight
gonna be
into the, yeah, straight to try and pick people up from the sky. Free, gonna get our loadout as well. Love to see it. Early loadout, very early loadout.
Yeah, I mean, that had to be like, what, 60, 90 seconds into the game?
Yeah, it wasn't long, wasn't long.
Very quick.
And they've already picked up a few limbs, so this is a good start for Team Natasha. And I think they'll be looking to take some aims right here because they have the potential to put themselves in a spot that no one can catch up. Oh, the heal comes through. Natasha is down. Thirst come through as well. That's probably not what they wanted. Looks like they're in such a good spot. But the actual fact was they were not, Josh. They were not in a good spot.
They were not in a good spot. Looks like Liam had their number. We're over now with Kiki, Miss Ra, and Fatal are both up. And the fourth teammate just coming in now with that resurgence.
They must have a UE or something.
UAV in play. There's only one player on the tail, but in the same building.
I think we got
so need to watch out for that.
Right side.
Kiki needs to watch it back. Got the team with them, so should be relatively safe.
Yeah, they're on high.
And at this part of the game, you're going to have enemies everywhere. But you can see they did flip back, which I like. You know, circling back on this lone player that was around here. Airstrike coming in, though. I'm not sure if it came from that player or not, but there we go. Here it is. Fatal up top gets dropped.
I downed a guy here.
Going to have another teammate go down as well. Inks goes down.
I need to stay alive.
Down him right there.
Need to stay alive. You hear it in the comms. It's true.
Is he getting self-raised?
Are you safe?
No, he's not.
Oh, absolutely
Stay alive.
demolished.
Yeah,
Miss Ra, the last one left. And is the self-res going to come through?
Sure
That's the
reset,
question. No self-res.
Don't think she has one, yeah.
No self-res available, but it's okay. Fatal's back into it. Resurgence coming through as well for Inks. So they'll be back. There we go. The revive now coming out.
Just got selfed.
Just manages to dodge that bullet. Oh, and immediately down. And thirsted. So that is less than ideal.
Team top priz. We got loadout soon, Nick.
Very rough there for Kiki and Co. Now we're over to Taylor Morgan. Let's see what she and the squad can do. Yui, Entice, and Bill
I don't know where to go. I still
making
don't
up
have
this
loading.
squad along with Taylor. You can see the loadout drop is there. Another one coming in right near the buy station. It looks to me like she hasn't got her loadout, so that's going to be
They're just
important
spread
to
out.
pick up.
Like it's a whole team, and they're spread out on different parts of the roof.
Yeah, they need some info.
Mm.
They're not 100% sure where they want to go. She's still, as
I
you
got an
see,
airstrike. I'm going to drop it on the roof.
looking for loot.
Airstrike.
Can't even use the airstrike right now. Airspace
I
too
gotta wait.
crowded, too many planes
As soon as I can, I will.
in one Rebirth island. But I don't know if this is the building you want to be in, Josh. Like, there's going to be some fights in here. I guess that's good, but at the same time, you've got to be careful. And if you don't have your loadout, makes it tough.
There we go. Okay, I'm dropping airstrike.
Very popular location to be in, and because it's right on the edge of the map as well, I guess they're just trying to catch any players who are still on the outside as they make their way in. These players seem to know something we don't because they're playing very coy. There we go. That's what they must have known.
Oh, can I get my
Was a
loadout? Oh my god.
No, Taylor, you cannot
These
get
guys
your
are
loadout.
showers.
That's
Oh
our
my god.
Sounds like me. That's exactly what I would say. That's exactly what I would say.
It's a vibe.
Absolutely punished there. Waited all that time to go get a loadout. Gets domed in the process. So, not what you wanted to see, but we'll change our team across to Joelbergs. And currently, I believe, in second place going into this game. But 15 or so points behind Natasha and Co. So a little bit of work for them to do. Or at least they need to take out Natasha's team very early. Or at least make sure that happens. So, yeah, work to be done. You have such a good game one, Josh. You're like, the $13,000 is mine. And then by episode 3 and 4, you realize, actually, maybe the cash isn't going to me.
Yeah, well, this squad here for Joelbergs, they were cashed up. They just got that loadout drop. Back over to Kiki's team.
I'm just hanging for a minute so we can make sure they get in the game.
Just some aerial play here with Miss Raz. They try and decide where they're going to land. That loadout is going to be important, I would say.
Yeah.
Just trying to see what they can do here, biding their time. Teammate goes ahead. They get a call out. So going to be dropping in. And this is right where we saw Taylor Morgan go down.
Yep.
So I wonder if we'll see Kiki and that get dropped as well. And here we go.
Same
Who is
spot.
this? Who is this? It's Hussy.
Yep.
No
So
way.
Hussy just keeping an eye on this very popular spot, hanging out the window. We've seen him there in previous games as well.
Yeah, it's like the mousetrap, Josh. Cheese on a mousetrap. And the mice just keep coming for
And
it.
they do. They do. They really do. So Hussy with the cheese. Getting the mice. And here we go. We've got a cashed up Jordan Kahu here. Likely going to be buying a loadout drop when they get an opportunity. Or maybe just hold on to the cash. Here's a UAV though.
Such a good game number 4 they had as well. So we almost counted Jordan and the team out, right? But game 4, they're back into it.
The guy's flying. That guy's flying.
Bigger limbs, big dubs.
You got that guy?
Jacko G-Freak going down.
Wait, I'm gonna go tail. I'm gonna.
You won't be happy about that one.
No,
Won't be doing a
Orbs
press conference, he'll be walking out.
doing the work here.
I bought a press.
Yeah, it'll be a carry-off style
Yeah.
press conference from Jacko.
Yeah, right here.
Love Keeks.
Call-outs coming out are plenty as the action starts to pick up here as this zone does come in. Now back over to Joelbergs. One of the top contenders in our tournament today. And just, you know, talking about cheese.
Yeah, he's
some
doing the
tasty
same
cheese
thing.
right there with that loadout drop, Ben.
Just baiting. Any mice, anyone wants to do. Anyone want to get in my loadout drop? But he's not finding anyone. So far, 4 players still alive though for Kahu.
We have no buys, bro.
They've got a lot of cash. Look how much cash they've got.
Yeah, that's a lot. But look at the position.
Nowhere to
he's in.
spend it.
What's
That's
he
the
going to
problem.
do?
How do you get out of here? You got
He needs
to
to
run
move.
through the cash.
I'm watching Jones. I'm watching.
Yeah, my building.
That's interesting. And here we go. The mullet himself.
Yeah, back into it. Resurgence in effect. 7 teams up.
Beautiful
And,
drop.
Oh,
Straight into it. Oh,
punished. Got to be careful when you go for the loadout, Josh. Got to be careful.
40 seconds to wait as well.
Punished.
That's rough. All pro.
Hey guys, we gotta get paired up.
Trying to earn his name.
He's got 1 minute for respawn.
Kiki killed by Hussy. I think that's another time, right? That's the second time. Hussy again.
Yep. Yep.
So Hussy's
like
just
here,
been
like-
cleaning up.
Oof. If this is a win for Natasha, I suspect they're going to be
Guns on
in a
you,
position that almost no one can catch.
Yeah, but the number of times, like how many kills have we seen from Hussy for Joelberg's team?
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, the only thing is
They were in second place, right? At the end of game
They
4.
were in second. They had, I think, 15 points to catch up. So
Hussy
maybe
maybe had
doing
that
some work.
by himself this game.
Yeah, they're fighting. They're fighting.
Looking for first though. Need the multiplier, Josh. Want the
They're
2,
actually
not the
fighting.
1.5.
Oh, but they're on the roof. They're on
Want
the
the
roof.
13k, not the 5. Or the 2 for third place. That said, I wouldn't sneeze at any of them, but wow, what
I'll
a
take
difference.
2k. Yeah.
Alright, we've got Natasha here, so
Ooh.
looks like... Oh, is that all 4 of them eliminated?
Yeah, this ain't looking good. They're all out.
All out.
Is that
Alright.
right? That is. Ooh, that's.
All out with, so they were out in best case 7th. Yeah,
wow. That's rough. A little bit earlier. It's like watching the golf. Back to the 7th. Earlier on the 7th hole.
Gone back in the past a little bit. So maybe from Joelberg's point of view here in the team,
This is what he was watching before,
Yeah.
right? That's like Jacko came in for that. I think that was the loadout that Jacko was looking for. as well. And you can see that he's been absolutely punishing players who get up onto that loadout. Got to be careful. It looks easy, but it's not, because there's always someone watching.
See there, a couple of players went down. Back over to Kiki now. Inks is going to be taking down Big Mac. 18 players left alive, at least at this point of the game from Kiki's point of view. 5 teams.
Out.
I reckon this is going to be a very interesting scoreboard after game 5.
Yeah, we're setting ourselves up for a ripper of a episode 6.
No idea.
The final episode
for
this.
Yeah.
For this, because we've only got 6 games.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. But there's 8 in the tournament.
Oh, right. Yeah, cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
George, I reckon go down
The final episode always sick,
I reckon you do.
and I think it's going to be in this one as well.
Wait, we can push.
Jordan's taking his time
I
here,
hear doors, I
goes
hear
out to the
doors,
buy
no.
station, gets those teammates back. Squad mate is
Team on
redeployed.
that small side, George.
Going to
Careful,
see
yeah?
the Big Mac himself on his way back, and Jordan, see, no good deed goes
Floating
unpunished.
in the sky. I just went
Yeah,
past
so I never
Yeah,
help my
landing on
friends.
shit, JJ.
Landing on us, landing on us. Up top.
Use
It
your
does get a bit
self-res,
like
bro.
that.
Use your self-res. Alright, so this is a G-freaking team.
We might have to stack the whole bottom together, though. Honestly, boys.
Yeah, I've
He's
a
got
scanner,
no
I've got a
money.
scanner. You want to do it?
No armor, in a real tight spot. His whole team's in a
We're
tight
safe
spot,
anyway.
Josh,
It's okay,
by the looks
it's
of
okay.
things. Very little cash for them to work with. Just stuck here on the edge of the circle as well. So, yeah, really needs to find that limb. Needs to knock someone down up on top, because they're going to have to push out short. No, they're going to get to move to the right. The circle's going to move right for them. And the question is, can they move with it and not get punished from the rooftops? Because this is going to be real tight. They haven't got much to work with. Not much armor to work with. They'll move straight across. Follows the edge of the circle here. He knows that the players he was just looking at are going to have to move as well. Looking for some free kills. Perhaps even opportunity to knock someone down and pick up all their goodies. Like a piñata. But they're staying in it. Only 3 teams left. 9 players left alive. Jacko and his team actually in not a bad spot. The question is, are they going to win the last fight? 2 teams left alive. It's 3v4. Right now, 4v4 as the respawn comes through. But this team ain't really stacked. I wonder what his opponents have. It's Hussy, I think, who goes down. Jacko trying to get back out of the gas. He does. He stays alive. And this is a very interesting 1v1. 2 teams left.
Yeah, it's 4v3, but we just saw one of his teammates go down. That was all pro. So we've got 3v3 right now. 6 players left alive. All things even. Repetitive has somehow made his way inside this building. He's on his own, though. Nimble and G-Freak needs to go in and back him up. Repetitive's trying to do some work, though. 3v3 situation. Circle's moving. They need to do some work right now. You've got Jacko up top.
Ooh.
1v1, and Jacko comes out on top, gets the elimination there. Beautiful
plays.
stuff. Nimble picks up a kill as well. And they are looking mighty fine right here. 3v2. Where are these final 2 players? There's blood in the water, Ben.
There is. It's Jacko G-Freak versus Joel Bergs right now.
Holding top still.
At least team-wise with Joel Bergs going down. And if there's only 2 players left, this might be enough for Jacko and his team to pick it up if they do get the kills.
Oh, they dropped in, but I think one was down.
Oh, finds one. There's the down. Last one left. Jacko G-Freak coming through with a good let's go, baby. Let's go.
They're still in it.
They are.
They are still in it.
And that win for Jacko and his team keeps the tournament alive, Josh. Keeps them in it. And we've been wondering, what's the scoreboard look going into the last game? Well, it's here. Let's take a look. Up on top, Joel Bergs and team back on the top. 192. We said, would one big game be enough? Like one more big game be enough to get them back up there? And well, 40-odd points ahead. 39, something like that. I can math. Looking pretty good for them right now. Natasha and co struggled coming 8th in game number 5. So they barely get any extra points on the board. Jordan Kahu still in 3rd. Jacko G-Freak, not enough that game. Put them back into 3rd place, overtime in 5th. And Mitch Robinson and team had a little bit of a better game this time. Some points for them. But other than that, the top 5 looks similar and the bottom 5 looks similar. But the question is, who's playing for first? And I would suggest, Josh, that probably like Jordan Kahu and team, if they got 70 points, sure. But I think it's probably really Joel Bergs and Natasha right now. And if you're team Natasha, you need Joel Bergs and co to do what you did last game.
Yeah, exactly. And look, I really, Jordan Kahu could probably throw something at me from here, but I think that I don't think we're going to see another crazy performance, not in the final game, not when all the chips are down and you've got
Yeah.
Joelbergs and co playing the way they are out of their freaking minds. There's now a larger gap between first and second and third, which I think is, other than, that first game kind of established where everyone is. It's kind of the first time we've seen that, and what a performance it was.
Yeah.
Now, we've seen Natasha's team, who we had said are really, really good, and they clearly are.
Yeah.
We've seen them, what I would only fairly say, bomb out in 8th place.
Yeah,
so
they
the
only
same
had one
could
bad
happen.
game. They've only had one bad game.
The same could happen to Joel Bergs and co. So you never know.
We're about to head into game number 6, John.
Let's do it.
Is the last game of the day.
Psyched.
Hope you enjoyed your day. I've enjoyed this. There's been some pretty good action. We've kept it coming pretty hot and fast for the last hour or so. And this is it, game number 6. Rolling out with Jacko G-Freak and his team. I don't think they're going to come first, but Jacko right now playing to be in the money. He wants to come top 3. Needs a good game to do it, though.
Who else to start the final game off than Jacko G-Freak? Nimble went down very early. One of the first players of the squad and indeed of the lobby to go down. Here you see a down of his own. Jacko gets the turn almost. Cracks the shield, but unfortunately he is going to be dropped. Nimble got redeployed there, so keep an eye out for him. Jacko will be back in less than 10 seconds as well. But there was a nice little exchange there. Jacko did the work he had to do, but unfortunately didn't come out on top. Now over to Taylor Morgan, who unfortunately is towards the bottom of the leaderboard, but still could show up. It is still possible to at least clinch, that third place spot. They'd really need a miracle game, though.
Would need a big game. Would need the biggest game of the day, Josh. Would need more than that 36 we saw, and a dub to double it up. So work to be done, but you're here. May as well try and make it work.
There's already a team eliminated. We'll need to find out
Is
who
that
the
Jacko's
eliminated
team?
I want to find out who the
they were in a
eliminated
rough
team is,
spot.
so we'll find out who that is. But that was rough.
Yeah.
It might have been Jacko's team.
I don't know.
No, it couldn't have been because Nimble was still coming in.
Okay, all right. Imagine if it's someone like Joel Bergs.
Imagine, right? That would be insane. Was Jacko's team?
Oh,
I think we heard it was Jacko's team.
Yeah, so Jacko's team, we saw them. They were in a tough spot. You saw Nimble coming through, but one was not enough. Talking about tough spots. Taylor Morgan and team go out in 9th, and
we got 4
literally,
kills, whatever.
90 seconds into this game, and we've already carved off 2 teams.
Yeah, that was very, very quick. Only 4 kills and Entice and Billy unfortunately finishing on donuts. Let's go over to Joel Berg's team as he picks up an easy limb there. I think that was a bot. Jordan Kahu doing what he can. He's already got a custom loadout as well. 2 minutes into the game. That's very, very quick, Ben.
Yeah, that's what you love to see. That's how you want to play Warzone. You want to get your loadout as quickly as possible, and the best way to get frags is to do this. Now, these guys they're playing, they were on 138, so they are certainly within striking distance of 2nd place. Potentially of first, but a lot of work to be done there. But 2nd, I think, in their sights right now. So we'll see what Kahu and the boys can do. They've had a pretty good day. If they find themselves another win, another dub, then yeah, that's going to put them in a really good spot.
They're letting it tell. That's 100%.
I don't know how much information they have. They haven't got a UAV up. They got a bit of cash. Would mind to see a UAV for these guys. There we go. UAV is popped, and now they've got that information. They can make the right choice.
Do the bottom here.
Big Mac. Trying to give him the attack. Let's see what he can do. He's over in the building. Got Jordan Kahu's got the back. Orb's pushing in as well. So they're going to slowly make their way over into this building. I'm quite surprised that given he's got the information of the UAV, that Jordan Kahu's not pushing out. He knows that there's no one behind. I guess he's trying to get that spot. But man, this is a risky play for just 1 or 2 of the teammates to push in. Orbs, though, he did pick up some big kills. And Mac there, he gets dropped, but he will be getting the revive. So Jordan Kahu, he's just playing anchor, holding on to this for the team, making sure no one comes up from the rear. So nice work at least just to keep an eye on, but I'd love to see some support for the squad. 7 teams remaining, ladies and gentlemen. 24 players in this game right now. And here he goes. Surely he's about to push out. Here he goes. The loadout's coming in. And here we go. We've got the full squad here for Jordan Kahu pushing in. Orbs, he picks up another kill there. We can see he's running up the stairs. That was the player that was just dropped. Where's the rest of his squad? You see that UAV was out. There's going to be a couple of players at the other side of the building. And the green player, Big Mac, he's going into an exchange. He does get dropped, though. Not cleaned up just yet. There it is. He does get killed. He went off on his own. Little bit of an excursion. And here we go. Rooftop Kahu. Can he get some work done?
It cost both of them. Big Mac and Orbs both going down, Josh. I saw one player on the UAV. I don't know if they got domed by the one guy or whether there was a a couple of extra in there ready to punish them. But whatever the result, we are down to 6 teams.
You can see there from the UAV
I don't know.
that there's a couple of players on the level below them. And Jordan Kahu just biding his time. You can see he's waiting for his two teammates to come in. Big Mac and Orbs both parachuting in. Probably going straight for that loadout in front. Looks like they are 90 meters away. There's still a bit of distance between them, but looks like they're relatively safe at the moment. They're not in the same building. There you go. Shots ringing out. Jordan Kahu needs to... Where's the cavalry? He needs to back them up. Instead, he's just watching the rooftop, which is okay for the moment, but I want to see some shots ringing out. You can see there now being hunted. Orbs. The threat level is 3. They're on top of him. Let's see if they can stay alive right now, guys. There's going to be a couple of players inside the building they're on right now. You can see XMQ here supporting Jordan as well. Player from the sky, downed immediately, absolutely plucked
That
there.
was Nimble as well. That's a big pick. So
That is a massive pick.
yeah, so the comms came through. Jacko's team obviously not out if Nimble was just down then. So not sure who was the first team out, but must have been Nimble keeping the team alive. And would have seen the respawns coming through as well. So that's a big deal for Jacko if they're trying to fight out for third. But this is rough right now. Jordan Kahu, the last one left alive for his team, waiting for those respawns to come through.
What do? You just wait. But here comes the airstrike. He's got to move. He's tagged in the rear. He's going to have no shields right now. Forced to back up. They could chase him down. Enemy UAV active. They're going to have his number. They're going to be sniffing him out for sure. We've moved on from Jordan. We're going to be seeing what Jacko G-Freak's going to be doing now. He's up top. He had the sight over the rooftop. Jordan just hanging in there.
Yeah.
Will he stay alive? Looks like his teammates have been respawned, so that's fantastic. Parachuting down is going to be Orbs. Big Mac, he's already going to be near the ground, but look, straight up cleaned. Now Orbs is going to be on the tail as well. Will the same happen to Orbs? Keep an eye on him because it's going to be 30 seconds before Big Mac is going to be able to get back. XMQ there as well. And you're going to have Flay as well on top. So fantastic stuff from the team just to stay alive. Back over to Jacko G-Freak, who's got the tower control, Ben.
Yeah, Jacko with some good vision. Going to be baiting out here, I suspect, some of those items, the loot that's come through. All Pro has gone down, so 30 seconds until he respawns. But Jacko's going to be... They've got to get frags. They've got to get the kills if they want to try and make their way into third place at a minimum. Still a lot of work to be done by Jacko. You can see Nimble on the rooftops. So they've managed to secure a little bit. Get good vision up here, Josh, but it's hard to find anyone close enough to punish them. Even though he's got the right weapon, the right sight. It's not a sniper, though, so... You know, it's got to be tough.
We've talked about this, Ben. You know, it's all well and good to have the vision, but if you're not getting the frags,
there we go.
You're not getting the points. But the trap has been sprung. A couple of players up on top as well. He does get the Kangol shot, but unfortunately he did lose his teammate Nimble. 45 seconds to wait as well. All Pro, he's tagged up. He might go down as well. Jacko trying to do what he can to support. Shots ring out. He does crack the shield. Where's All Pro when you need him? Because Jacko, they're all over him. They know exactly where he is. It's going to be so hard for him here. He doesn't have any shields on. Come on, get those shields on. We're going to be able to get those plates on, and Jacko is still up. The file sale was going, and I tell you what, he can bide his time here. It's all good in the hood because his teammates are going to be coming back. We've got Repetitive. He's going to be deploying now. Nimble only 10 seconds away. All Pro was cleaned up, though, Ben. 40 seconds away, which is an eternity in this game type.
Yeah, it's one thing to say, well, at least my team's coming back slowly but surely, but every time someone's down, that's a point to an opponent. And, of course, it's someone who's not able to get frags for your team. So, less than ideal, of course, to have all those players down. Jacko did down someone. I don't know whether he managed to get the elim or not. It's the problem with being so far away and not having Nimble there on his team to be able to come through, clean up the goods. He saw someone up in the tower. I'm not sure if he got the ping or not. Going to come through with the heal. We'll see whether he can get the elim. He does. Nice work.
I can't believe that he got the assist. That player was cleaned up. Jacko somehow managing to stay alive. He's got the whole squad up as well. Keep that in mind. He's going to be tagged up very heavy, though. This is rough. 6 teams left in the game, 20 players. A few of these teams are missing some squads. Look at these long-range shots. He's cracking plates left and right, but they aren't going to be taken advantage of. Repetitive All-Pro are not in a position to capitalize on it. He did see one player there elected not to challenge that one. He did see that there's going to be a player potentially coming up to him, and there we go, Ben. In our final game, Resurgence is disabled. If you want teams members back, you need to buy them back.
Give me your cash, boys.
Here we go.
3K a pop.
And they've got some cash. They've got 2,300. You're going to need a little bit more. So Nimble does have the free low, though. He's going to be in. Player up top. Ooh. Here we go. Is he spotted? Yes, he is. Biding his time. I think that player knows that Jacko's there. And look, unfortunately, not able to pick up that player. And time is ticking. That circle's closing in. Great shots. Gets that down. And Jacko, this position is paying off for him. I can't believe no one's taken him down yet. He gets the elimination. He might even get the cleanup kills here as well, Ben.
Yeah, he's running out of time, however. He's going to have to make the jump. He chooses to right now, straight onto the roof. That's easy. That's where the rest of the team is also. That's a luscious shoot. Yeah, love to see it. He's in a pretty good spot now. We're wondering how long would he hold up there. Here's Jordan Kahu's team. They're in the points, of course. We'll see whether they can stay top 3, whether they can go home with a little bit of cash tonight. And will they be challenging Natasha for second place in that 5K? And that's the real question. I don't know how well this game's going for them.
5 teams, 14 players left. 3 frags to Jordan Kahu. Unfortunately, Orbs, he may not be back in for the final game, but we do have 3 players up for this team, including Jordan himself. Shots ringing out there for his teammate. He tries to spot who it is. It is going to be a player up over on the roof. Redeploying it will actually be Orbs, so he was brought back. Fantastic stuff. So the entire squad still alive for Jordan, Kahu, and Co. as they just try and do what they can to maintain control of this building. But something tells me they're going to have some intruders, if not already in here. No UAV in action. They're completely blind. As this circle closes in, you can see the shots ringing out there. There is a player up on top of the roof. Orbs is going to be dropped. He might be thirsted as well towards the end. Tagged up. Jordan Kahu goes down. 2 players dropped now. We're going to go check it out from Jacko's point of view. 3 teams left. 8 players. And here we go. Jacko again. Yes. Can he pull out some extraordinary play towards the end of our final game here?
We said Jacko was a good captain to have in your team. He's not going to be an anchor. You know, maybe he's not going to get the top dubs, but he's got 6 right now. That's not a bad place to be. And as we just saw, coming through, picking up the kills, picking up the elims, and running now through the gas, trying to get back into the circle. 3 players left on his team. Down to the top 2 teams, Josh. 6 players left alive.
They might get their 3rd win and the most critical win here. Can Jacko G-Freak, the mullet madness himself, can he and the rest of the squad do it? Nimble, who we thought was, you know, the player to look for on this squad, he's the only one who's out right now. All pro, repetitive, they're still in it with Jacko. We can see here it's going to be tough. Tagged up as he drops down. He's still got plates in the backpack. He should be putting them on. No, he elects to dive out before plating back up. That's a questionable move, Jacko. He's now paid the price. Jacko goes down. 2 players left for the squad. They look like they might be cleaned up here, Ben. It could be all she wrote for Jacko and Co. Repetitive, the last one. He goes down. There we go. 2nd place, and it looks like a victory here. I could not see
for Joel Bergs.
Was it Joel Bergs?
It was
of course it was Joel Bergs. Of course.
That could be a Joel Bergs $13,000 win. That could be top place.
I think that's what it was. We're going to find out officially here. But ladies and gentlemen, what a way to wrap that up.
I think
why did he jump? He had the plates. He had 6 plates in the backpack.
Was he worried about the gas? Was he worried about trying to help his teammates?
The mullet got
I know
to
you
him.
just got to.
That's what it was?
Yeah, that's all you got to do. You know what I mean? Just a couple of plates in there. But he got punished as soon as he jumped over the wall. He thought maybe he was getting away with it, but he did not get away with it at all.
He did not. But hey, was it enough? Was it enough to clinch a 3rd place spot?
Well, they would have come